A very good afternoon, Team Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We continue to take a look on what's happening in the nation Zimbabwe, particularly within ZANU PF, the ruling party. Energy Mutodi, a former deputy minister, I think he was deputy minister in the Ministry of Information, has said something which is very, very, very controversial at this point in time. He says ZANU PF People's Conference passes a resolution for Parliament to amend the Constitution, allowing President Emmerson Mnangagwa to stay in office until 2030. Other resolutions include the need for meritocracy for all appointments, the digitalization of party cell registers, among others. This is very critical, very important, and at this time, something we cannot ignore. Why digitalize the party cell registers right now? It's because there might be an issue of 2027 where a leader is supposed to be elected in case if the agenda 2030 fails in parliament, or if the referendum fails, then they will need to make sure that they control whoever is going to be elected as the new secretary of ZANU PF, which means if these registers are made digital, they will be kept by a company loyal to those in charge at this point in time, which means they will have access to them and manipulate them to their own need. That is point number one. Point number two, they speak of meritocracy. There is no meritocracy in ZANU PF. And they are speaking about these things because there are people who they want purged from the government, or who they don't want to be appointed anyway in any position. So you'll be told that replace Ningi because of A, B, C, D, because we believe in meritocracy whatsoever. Those will be the arguments. Then let us go to the core issue. This matter is now going to Parliament. And with the captured Parliament, where the opposition has been captured, there is no opposition to talk about. ZANU PF has 2/3 majority, and everybody is whipped to follow the party lines. What it means is the resolutions which they have made so far, if they go to Parliament, they are likely going to be passed without any form of resistance. And also, note that there are opposition members who have gotten into Parliament who know for sure that if we are to have elections in 2028, they can never be elected again because of how they behaved and what they've done, which means 2 bonus years to them is a great achievement. And they will be able to continue being part of the looting brigade, etc., etc., which means expect no resistance from that parliament whatsoever. So at this point in time, we are getting into the most interesting part. People expected to see the general exploding during this conference. He didn't. He is moving right behind Emmerson Mnangagwa, ready to strike, ready to do whatever he is going to do. The major question is he capable? Does he have the capabilities? We do not know. We will see in terms of how he is going to respond. If you look in the previous meetings, there was word that the slogan had been banned. But at the conference, that slogan was boldened, and it was made in the presence of VP Chiwenga. Varipo vachiwenga yakarohwa slogan kusvika vatota. That is how ZANU PF operates. They humiliate you at the least point you expect to be humiliated. Interesting moments ahead. Let's continue to watch and see how everything is going to unfold, how everything is going to end. But this is the news from Energy Mutodi. And I remember during the 2017 or towards the 2017 coup, Energy Mutodi was seen with Emmerson Mnangagwa, Vakabata Kapia Kanza, I'm the boss. And it was interpreted as Mnangagwa was telling Robert Mugabe and others that he is the boss, he was in charge of everything. So very interesting moments. Chairman Wesadiki Warukubata Basa and Avana Diri nezvimwe zvese zvinotaurwa nevanhu. So this is what is happening. We watch to see what is going to happen. How are they going to be able to pass these resolutions? How are they going to outmaneuver others?